the traditional territories of the Wasanic and the Colombian speaking people on whose territories we live and work and are in the process of learning how to build good relations with.
She basically just gave us a canvas and she gave us a theme, and then we were allowed to do whatever we wanted with it. My concept was beauty, and they're pretty beautiful, succubuses. That was basically what it was.
Wow, pretty cool. Let's go to your other piece, your self-portrait. Is that what it is? I think it is.
Yeah.
I totally recognize you. Why are you posing yourself this way?
So the concept of this piece was to do your shadow self, and my shadow self was something that was opposite for me, and that's a more outgoing person, because I'm not super outgoing.
What?
I mean, I'm usually more quiet.
Right, sure, okay. No, I get it.
Yeah.
And this is really you're kind of like screaming to get out.
Yeah, basically.
I see broken glass.
Broken glass?
Shards of something flying.
Oh, it's
Wait, is that what it is?
It's like me shouting, but it's like, you know in comics when they have those like exclamation points?
Oh, and they're
yeah.
flying off in all directions?
Yeah, it's like I'm yelling really loudly.
Concentric circle.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Japanimation.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Very expressive and a wonderful treatment of your ability to capture the light falling on different surfaces of the face and the hand.
Thank you very much.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, it was really hard to do. I slaved over that. But thank you.
How long did it take you to do that one?
Oh, it took, I think, 3-4 days, but there was like 5-6 hours, yeah.
Fantastic. I guess once you get into creating, you don't really want to stop.
Yeah.
This is my artist. His name is Shapeshifter. These are like one of his shapes. He can turn into anything he wants, and this is like one of the biggest thing he turns. This is like shape-shifting monster. His heart just turns into literal monster and just tries to eat people. It is scary.
Is this something from your ethnic culture?
Not really. It's something like what I would think a monster should look like. Like if it was a shape-shifting monster, like it can shape-shift into anything. Yeah.
Wow, that's quite an imagination.
Yeah, thank you. She is called C7. She's supposed to be like robot. Her name is like 31111000111. A binary code.
Really? Binary code?
Yes.
And why? What is happening in this?
She's human with animal head. She's like Oni, Japanese style. She this animal is covering her head where she has like emptiness. It's empty. If she takes this off, all you see is her mechanical things. It's scary stuff.
The stuff of nightmares.
Yes, it's stuff of nightmares.
Thank you very much, Sanjay.
You're welcome.
It's great to have your work in here.
Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Connie, and this is Mrs. Rayner, and we've been the classroom teachers that are working with the students. Had the pleasure of working with them throughout the last semester, which has been a really great experience, as you can see by the work they've made. Mrs. Rayner is just going to say a few words about the show.
Yeah, I just wanted to welcome everybody and thank you for coming to our opening of Panoply. This has been a labor of love over the last few months. I'd say especially the last 2 weeks. I'm sure everybody would agree it's been kind of artistic chaos in our room, but hopefully now that you can see everything together that you can really be proud of what you've done, because everything looks amazing on these walls under the lights and framed up. So just thank you to you for that. Most of you who I've taught, if not, since grade 9, definitely for quite a while. So this is great. We can finally actually do this in proper space and honor the work that you've done.
Your artwork in this show is about?
I don't know what it's about.
it's just kind of for fun. I made it because I like it. I like doing art.
Your instructor taught you a few things about how to use tools or materials.
Yeah, she taught us how to use the ink one there. A lot of different cool like techniques on how to use the ink, so it looks different. And then most of the acrylic stuff I just already knew. But she also taught us how to make the canvas. So all the paintings on canvas are the students made them. So
Fantastic! That's really great. So what are you doing here?
I'm here to appreciate everyone's art and my friend's art.
And how many friends do you have here?
So many friends, it's uncountable. I don't have enough hands.
That's good. That's really good. We're here at Cedar Hill Rec Centre. Have you been here before?
I don't believe I have. No, it's a nice place. It's a nice place.
And has any of the artwork really struck a chord with you?
Yeah, this piece over here. This it's a portrait. I really like it.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing your artwork.
yeah, of course.
It looks very good. I see a religious theme.
Yeah, that's Joan of Arc. So it was inspired by an artist called Marcel Zama, and a lot of his artwork has like borders and curtains around it, so that's why I did the curtains there. It's almost like a performance, theatrical or something.
Fantastic, like a performance.
Yeah, like a performance.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing.
No problem.
There's an art piece in here with a fig leaf on it. Was that intentional?
It was not the it was not the intent of the piece, but we overcome. It's stuck on there with some rubber cement, courtesy of Miss Rayner. So yeah, originally there was a little bit more nudity involved.
Right. And this is an important subject because
I mean, originally she had a penis, and it's covered by the fig leaf now. And that's not my favorite moment for that piece. I feel like it is an important subject. Often trans subjects aren't painted with compassion and empathy and like a loving touch that almost maybe not glorifies but romanticizes it and treats it not as something like, oh, shocking. And I like it because she's just kind of sitting. She knows how hot she is. She's just hanging out. And I
definitely a bit of an attitude there in the facial expression.
attitude. I also think that the fig leaf is kind of funny. I was hoping it might like fall off throughout the gallery, but it is because like during like essentially fig leaves over ancient Greek statues when the Roman Empire got all Catholic about it was a common thing. So that was actually Rayner's idea, which I think was very funny. I was quite...
It is a nice cynical touch.
Yeah, it is a bit cynical and a little bit snarky about being censored in a sense.
Yes, that we over-sexualize the human form.
Oh yeah, I feel like as Westerners, we over-sexualize the human form so much. And I guess because like, oh, there might be children here. I think if we continue to make it a taboo subject, children are going to treat it as taboo. I'm glad it wasn't like, this specific piece is too far. It was kind of like an everyone thing. I was just maybe the only one who pushed the boundaries a little bit.
Well, good for you. It's something that I guess your generation especially needs to really open up to.
Yeah, and I feel like this piece, I chose it for this show. I did it with the intent of it being shown here because of my experiences at Spectrum. And I feel like it is kindness and basic respect to transgender people isn't something that I feel like a lot of people at this school necessarily have. And I wanted to speak on that. And maybe I wanted to shock people and make them a little uncomfortable. I think art is supposed to do that.
Good point. Why have you chosen these palettes? They're very peculiar.
I really like the colors. I like pink and green together.
They're very vibrant.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of like black and dark, and I was like, I'm so tired of that. I'm gonna do bright colors because I like it's a lot happier.
It's amazing. It's like you have found your color. Because they really do match the kind of person you are.
Aw, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Schwartz.
What was it like learning from a college teacher?
I actually really enjoyed it because I've never done really any art classes before. I did one in grade 9, but that doesn't really count. So I really enjoyed learning from a higher level. Getting all these techniques and tricks and getting feedback from a professional in the business, I really appreciated it.
Thanks for sharing your art with us.
Thank you.
It's landscape.
Yeah, I like landscape. Nothing else. I really like the feeling of nature and freedom. It just gets me going. I don't know what to say.
Where did these places take you?
Well, they're both modeled off of Saturna, which is like Gulf Island. I got grandparents up there, so yeah, I spend a lot of time up there, and it's a very beautiful place.
They're very sort of serene, and you really limited your palette on the pieces. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. I'm more of like a cloudy. I like autumn type deal. So I like warm colors. Just really aren't my jam. I like the cooler colors: grays, blues, browns, greens. I like to keep it naturey, but I still think it's still got that essence of freedom that I strive for, because I can't be tied down. I'm a tiger, I tell you what. I'm wild.
Right on, that's fantastic. Well, thanks a lot for sharing your ideas and your art with us. It's a really good study of light and shadow. I'm really amazed.
Yeah, I really like shading, and I think I'm kind of strong in that area. And it was really.
Did you do this off of a photograph?
Yes, I took a photo and then I printed it out, and then we had to grid it out on a paper, and then kind of for the proportions of it.
That's how my grandfather painted as well, with a grid.
I was nervous going into it, just of like the size of the whole photo, but it turned out really good.
It sure did. It's excellent. Did you take several photos?
I did. I took a lot, and then I just trying to figure out like the right face to do, I guess.
Yeah. Why did you choose this face? It looks a little bit PO'd.
Well, I think it's just because it's like an emotion that I don't usually show, so and it's more interesting, I guess, instead of just like a regular happy smile photo.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Mr. Joel has got Sam out playing piano for us, so thank you to our music department as well. So thank you, enjoy the evening, and enjoy the art and the music and the food. So